Welcome to our journey through one of the most intriguing stories in the Bible. Today, we delve into the book of Job, where God warns Job about two mystical creatures, the Leviathan and Behemoth. Job was a man of great faith and integrity, blessed with wealth, a large family, and a respected position in his community. But his story takes a dramatic turn when he faces unimaginable trials. Despite his suffering, Job's faith never wavered. He questioned, he lamented, but he never turned away from God. His story is a testament to unwavering faith and resilience. In the midst of his suffering, God speaks to Job, revealing his power and wisdom through the descriptions of two mighty creatures. These creatures, the Leviathan and Behemoth, symbolize the untamable forces of nature and the limits of human understanding. In the midst of Job's suffering and questioning, God finally responds. His voice thunders from the whirlwind, revealing his supreme power and wisdom. God's response to Job is not what he expects. Instead of answering Job's questions directly, God challenges him with a series of questions, highlighting the vastness of his creation and the limits of human understanding. God begins by asking Job where he was when the foundations of the earth were laid. He speaks of the mysteries of the universe, the depths of the sea, and the expanse of the heavens. Through these questions, God reveals his omnipotence and the intricate design of his creation. He reminds Job of the vast difference between divine wisdom and human knowledge. But God's response doesn't end there. He introduces Job to two mighty creatures, the Behemoth and Leviathan. These creatures symbolize the untamable forces of nature and the power of God's creation. First, God describes Behemoth, a powerful land creature. He speaks of its strength, its massive size, and its unyielding nature. Next, God describes Leviathan, a fearsome sea creature. He speaks of its impenetrable armor, its fiery breath, and its unmatched strength. Through these descriptions, God demonstrates his control over all creation, from the mightiest beasts to the smallest creatures. He shows Job that there are forces beyond human control and understanding. Behemoth is described as a land creature, unparalleled in strength and size. Its name itself evokes a sense of awe and wonder. In the book of Job, God says, "Behold now, Behemoth, which I made as well as you. He eats grass like an ox. Behold now, his strength in his loins and his power in the muscles of his belly." Behemoth's strength is unmatched. Its bones are like tubes of bronze, its limbs like bars of iron. This creature is a symbol of raw, untamed power. But what exactly is Behemoth? Scholars have debated its identity for centuries. Some believe it to be a hippopotamus, others suggest it could be a dinosaur or a mythological creature. Regardless of its true identity, Behemoth serves a greater purpose in God's message to Job. It represents the untamable forces of nature and the limits of human control. Through Behemoth, God reminds Job of the vastness of his creation and the power that lies beyond human understanding. It is a call to humility and awe in the face of divine wisdom. The sheer size and strength of Behemoth are emphasized in God's description. This creature is a symbol of raw, untamed power, a testament to the might of God's creation. Behemoth's tail is described as moving like a cedar tree, a comparison that underscores its immense power and presence. Its bones are like tubes of bronze, and its limbs like bars of iron. These descriptions paint a picture of a creature that is both majestic and indestructible. The description of Behemoth serves to remind Job of the vastness and complexity of God's creation. It is a call to humility, recognizing that there are forces beyond human control and understanding. As we continue our journey through God's response to Job, we encounter another mighty creature, Leviathan. This fearsome sea creature embodies the untamable and chaotic forces of nature. Leviathan is described in the book of Job with vivid and terrifying detail. It is a creature of immense power, with an impenetrable exterior and a fearsome presence. In Job 41, God says, "Can you pull in Leviathan with a fishhook or tie down its tongue with a rope? Can you put a cord through its nose or pierce its jaw with a hook?" Leviathan's strength is unmatched. Its back has rows of shields tightly sealed together, and its breath sets coals ablaze. This creature is a symbol of chaos and destruction. The description of Leviathan continues. Its snorting throws out flashes of light. Its eyes are like the rays of dawn. Flames stream from its mouth. Sparks of fire shoot out. Leviathan is not just a creature of the sea. It is a force of nature, representing the untamable and uncontrollable aspects of the world. Scholars have debated the identity of Leviathan for centuries. Some suggest it could be a crocodile, a whale, or even a mythological sea monster. Regardless of its true identity, Leviathan serves a greater purpose in God's message to Job. It symbolizes the power and mystery of God's creation, reminding Job of the limits of human understanding and control. Leviathan's body is covered in scales that are tightly sealed together, making it impervious to any weapon. Its back has rows of shields, each one as strong as iron. In Job 41, God describes Leviathan's fearsome appearance. Its snorting throws out flashes of light. Its eyes are like the rays of dawn. Flames stream from its mouth. Sparks of fire shoot out. Leviathan's breath sets coals ablaze, and its fiery breath is a symbol of its destructive power. This creature is not just a beast of the sea. It is a force of nature. The description continues. Strength resides in its neck. Dismay goes before it. The folds of its flesh are tightly joined. They are firm and immovable. Leviathan's heart is described as hard as stone, even as hard as the lower millstone. The creature's movements cause the sea to churn and boil, leaving a wake of white foam behind it. Leviathan's presence transforms the sea into a cauldron of chaos. Leviathan is a creature that cannot be tamed or subdued. It laughs at the rattling of spears and is undaunted by the weapons of men. Through Leviathan, God demonstrates his control over the most fearsome and untamable aspects of creation. It serves as a reminder of the limits of human power and the vastness of divine wisdom. Behemoth and Leviathan, two mighty creatures described in the book of Job, are more than just physical beings. They carry deep symbolic meanings that resonate through the ages. Behemoth, with its immense strength and peaceful demeanor, symbolizes the untamable forces of the land. It represents stability, power, and the natural order of the earth. Leviathan, on the other hand, embodies the chaotic and destructive forces of the sea. It represents the untamable and unpredictable aspects of nature, instilling fear and awe. Together, Behemoth and Leviathan symbolize the duality of creation, the balance between order and chaos, peace and destruction. They remind us of the vastness and complexity of God's creation. In the context of Job's story, these creatures serve to illustrate the limits of human understanding and control. They are a call to humility, reminding Job and us of the power and mystery of the divine. Behemoth and Leviathan also represent the challenges and trials we face in life. Behemoth's strength and stability remind us to stand firm in our faith, while Leviathan's chaos challenges us to trust in God's wisdom and power. Through these creatures, God communicates profound truths about his creation and our place within it. They teach us about the balance of nature, the limits of human power, and the need for faith in the face of the unknown. Job's encounter with God and the revelations about Behemoth and Leviathan leave him with profound lessons. These lessons are not just for Job, but for all of us who seek to understand the mysteries of life and faith. First and foremost, Job learns about the vastness of God's creation and the limits of human understanding. Through the descriptions of Behemoth and Leviathan, God shows Job that there are forces beyond human control and comprehension. Job realizes that his suffering, while immense, is part of a larger, incomprehensible plan. He learns to trust in God's wisdom, even when he cannot see the full picture. Another key lesson is the importance of humility. Job's encounter with God humbles him, reminding him of his place in the grand scheme of things. He acknowledges that his knowledge and power are limited compared to the divine.